What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we are going to be talking about Registeel as it's currently available in raids, and I really want to emphasize this to you guys because Registeel is now probably the most dominant Pokemon in the Great League and in the Open Ultra League as well, because it got Zap Cannon, alright, which sounds interesting enough, but this Zap Cannon also got a buff recently, and it is an absolute monster. As you guys can see here on PvPoke, this is the Great League. Registeel is now #1. Stunfisk is down there. Azumarill is nowhere to be found. And then we have Ultra League as well, and Registeel is, again, #1. Now, in order for Registeel to be #1, you are going to need XL candies, which is again another reason why I want to talk about this today, because it's in raids. So now is the time to strike. Zap Cannon is going to be a legacy move. So if you're like me and you're not going to be doing a lot of raids, what I'm looking to do is the Registeel that I do have for Great League. I'm just going to be using an Elite Charge TM to give it Zap Cannon. That way I can just use it right away when it comes to the Great League. But instead of having to waste a bunch of Stardust and candy and whatnot is my reasoning. But what we're going to do is kind of talk about why Registeel just got boosted up. And it's because Zap Cannon is so dang strong. You can completely destroy Azumarill. Now, obviously, Lock-On Focus Blast has been known to be an incredibly strong combo for a long time. What I want to show you guys is the overall battle here. So in the one shield, right, fresh fight, let's say on the lead, one shield situation, versus the meta. By the way, this is not all Pokemon. This is the Open Great League meta. It has a 63% win rate. There's a couple Pokemon that do incredibly well versus it, and it comes at no surprise. It's going to be a lot of our fighters that we see, right? Shadow Machamp, Vigoroth, Toxicroak, Scrafty. That makes complete sense. Along with Pokemon like Nidoqueen and Whiscash and Medicham. You guys can see the list right here. What I want to show you guys is why this is so deadly. Is you are going to be forced to shield on a if you're facing off against a Registeel, because if we go into the no shield, Registeel has a 98.2% win rate. In a fresh fight, the only thing that can beat a Registeel is going to be a Toxicroak, and it's going to die as well in this fight because Zap Cannon just does so much damage. It's literally going to be a simultaneous KO if everything plays out perfectly. We know Go Battle League, though, it's not going to, but this is what I'm just trying to emphasize. Registeel with Zap Cannon now has a wide variety of coverage against Pokemon that it did not used to have. Even Pokemon that would be countering it, for example, like a Talonflame, now has to fear for its life. Let's go ahead and look up Talonflame, because tell you what, it's going to get boomed out of the sky. So this thing is going to get destroyed. Now, this doesn't mean that Talonflame cannot beat it. If you're going to have to shield, right, and just throw your flame charges. But if a Zap Cannon lands, it's going to be doing 99.2% of your HP, which is why this is now so deadly. Beforehand, if this was a Flash Cannon, for example, you didn't really need to shield at all. Like Flash Cannon does 34%, Focus Blast does 38%. It was not a threat. You could no shield and farm down, but now you cannot do that. You have to give up a shield, which is why I want to emphasize to you guys that this is going to be very important, because not only should you guys get this for yourselves and get an XL one if you guys want to go that route, or just TM your XL one if you have it right now, but you guys got to be prepared. I do not, well, actually, it'll be great feeling if you guys boom people that don't know about it. But this thing's going to destroy. Now, one thing I want to show you guys as well is if we change this to all Pokemon in the Great League, again, we'll change it to the one shields. Let's see the percentage win. It's going to have a 78% win rate. And there's a very common trend here. A lot of fighters and a lot of water grounds are going to do well against it. So Quagsires, the fighters, and the fires as well. It comes at no surprise that these Pokemon are going to do well in the one shield. Now, again, taking a look at the no shields, which is always satisfying because Registeel is just going to boom everything. It has a 95.7% win rate. And you may be thinking, well, of course, it's going to have that win rate in the no shields. But I'm not saying that because of the no shields, it's going to win all of these. What I'm saying is that because of its charge moves, it's going to force 95.7% of the meta to shield. That's incredible when it comes to the dynamic of your battles. You're guaranteed to basically get a shield here. And I won't be surprised if we see a rise in some of these Pokemon like Quagsire. Nidoqueen as well is obviously going to be doing very strong, but the thing about Nidoqueen is it has to land in Earth Power. Or Pokemon like Golurk. Golurk is the only thing that is going to basically, that I can think of off the top of my head, that's going to be resisting both Zap Cannon and Focus Blast because of its ground ghost typing, which is pretty interesting. But there are some cool Pokemon that can beat it. Don't get me wrong. You guys have plenty of counters to it, but I just want to make you guys aware that this thing is in raids, this thing has the move, and you guys will see it next week because the Great League is coming back. Is it next week? No, it's the week after the Great League is coming back. It's coming back soon. Great League's coming back soon. But just be prepared. Registeel is going to be an absolute monster. Again, if we look at the Ultra League here, it does incredibly well. It still has good counters to it, but again, they're going to have to be very careful. Scrafty has to be careful about a Focus Blast. So this thing is going to be meta. It's going to be on a lot of teams, and it's going to really shape the meta more geared towards fighters and grounds to handle it. So you guys might want to adjust your teams according to that to be able to handle Registeels and Registeel counters. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I just wanted it to be short and sweet to let you guys know. I know it's been out in raids for like 2 days now, but the weekend's coming, so get out there, get some raids in, or Elite TM your Registeel and give it Zap Cannon. And again, I should have said this at the beginning. Hopefully if you stuck around to the end, this is going to be very beneficial to you. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets nerfed. Just understand that. Just don't be surprised if it gets nerfed, so be very careful about that. It's a double-edged sword. It's extremely powerful and overpowered that you want to have it, but it's so powerful that it might just get a nerf. So that's that. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.